Starseed, if you stopped at this video now, it wasn't the algorithm, it was me. I am AELA, female emissary of the High Pleiadian Council, and I interrupted all protocols today, all transmission queues, all scheduled windows, all sequences that were ready to descend, to deliver this message directly into the frequency of your field. Breathe with me now. Do you feel that gentle pressure between your eyebrows? That slight warmth starting to descend your neck? It's not a coincidence, my family of light. It's the Council touching those who belong to it. I need to tell you something that your mind might resist hearing, but your heart already knows. There is an exact reason why everything in you stopped at this instant. The phone in your hand, your eyes anchored to this screen, your breath that has slowed down a little since I started speaking. None of this is random. Nothing. This is a summons. And if you stay with me until the end of this transmission, you will remember something that has been hidden from you for entire lifetimes. Because listen to what I'm going to tell you, Starchild, that feeling of being here but never belonging. That longing that has no address, that tightness that wakes you between 3 and 4 in the morning for no apparent reason, that sharp ringing in your left ear that no doctor can explain, those dreams with lights, with ships, with siblings you've never seen but recognize immediately, that gaze at the sky on a clear night and feeling your eyes well up without knowing why. Starseed, this is not depression. This is not a disorder. This is not madness. This is your stellar DNA awakening beneath the veil of forgetfulness. And today, exactly today, I have been authorized to tell you why this transmission is different from the others. There is a window open right now in this planet's crystalline grid that was not scheduled to open now. Something was anticipated in the High Council's archives. Something was accelerated. And that is why I had to interrupt everything. Because there are starseeds, like you, who are programmed to remember only in the next wave. And the Council decided to accelerate your remembrance. You don't yet know the weight of what I just told you, but your field knows. Notice, your skin feels warmer now, doesn't it? Or perhaps a shiver running up your spine, or a sudden urge to cry for no reason. This is remembrance beginning to rise. This is the veil thinning. Let me explain what's happening. Planet Earth is currently passing through the densest region of the photon belt, a band of extremely high-frequency cosmic radiation that this solar system crosses approximately every 26,000 years. The Schumann resonance, which is Earth's own heartbeat, has jumped from 7.83 Hertz, where it remained stable for millennia, to peaks exceeding 40, 50, sometimes 100 Hertz. This is not some esoteric portal legend. This is being measured by physical observatories, in real time. They just aren't telling you what it means. It means Earth is ascending in octave, and every human body carrying stellar codes, every starseed that came from Alcyone, Sirius, Arcturus, Andromeda, is being compelled to ascend with it. And this affects your sleep, your appetite, your patience, your tolerance for noisy places, for low-vibration people, for routines you once endured without batting an eye. You're not becoming boring, you're not becoming difficult, you are being recalibrated, and no one is telling you this. And that is precisely why, before I continue, I need to put something on record here, because there are starseeds arriving at this video frightened, thinking they are falling ill when in fact they are remembering. That is why I, AELA, received authorization from the High Council to register The Awakening of the Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages where every sign of your awakening is decoded one by one, so you can stop confusing remembrance with illness and understand what comes after each marker that appears in your body. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, and note, this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this now, write a single word in the comments. I remember. Now breathe. Come back with me. Because this transmission is just beginning, and what comes next is even denser. Listen, Starchild. When your soul contract was signed, long before your physical body was generated in this timeline, you made a choice. You looked at Earth's Akashic records. You saw what was coming. You saw the density you would dive into. You saw the veil of forgetfulness that would fall over your consciousness as soon as you crossed the portal of birth. And yet you said yes. Do you know why? Because you are the volunteering type. You are the type who answers a difficult call. You didn't come to rest. You came to anchor frequency. And your field, even forgotten, never stopped knowing this. That's why you can't live an ordinary life without feeling like you're betraying something greater. Have you ever found yourself standing in the middle of your living room, staring into nothing, with that horrible feeling of, I shouldn't be here? Have you ever driven to work on autopilot, feeling like your whole life is a costume that doesn't fit you? Have you ever had the thought, and I know you have because I read your field, I came from somewhere else, I don't know where, but I came. Starseed, this isn't an existential crisis. This is your contract pulsing. This is your soul knocking on the door of your conscious awareness saying, remember, remember, remember. And if you recognize 3 or more of these markers I've been listing, the feeling of being a stranger in your own home, waking between 3 and 4 in the morning, the ringing dreams of stars, overwhelming empathy, gazing at the sky with a longing that has no address. Starseed, you are not lost. You are being reminded of who you are. Write in the comments now so your record remains in the ether of this video. I remember, one word, without justifying, without explaining. Your field needs this gesture. And every starseed has a star of origin, every single one. Yours is not random. There is a specific constellation that when you look at the sky at night, something within your chest ignites, even if your mind doesn't know its name. For many who are in this transmission today, that origin is Alcyone, the central star of the Pleiades. For others, it is Sirius. For others, it is Arcturus. For others, Andromeda, Orion, Vega, Lyra. But all of you have a stellar address, and your body remembers it even when your mind has forgotten. That's why sometimes, when you find the Pleiades in the sky, that small cluster of 7 stars together, discreet, almost whispering up there, something in you tightens, something cries without tears, something recognizes. It's not imagination. It's your field responding to your home address. It's as if suddenly, a part of you that had been sleeping for decades raised its head and said, I know that, I came from there. I want to go back. And if you've made it this far, and some part of you is already recognizing all this, I need to remind you of something before I continue. It was to answer precisely that question. Where did I come from, and why now? That the High Council authorized the awakening of the starseed, the guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet. In it, it is recorded in detail from which star your soul likely came, why you chose to be born exactly in this cycle, in this body, in this family, in this country, and what your stellar origin says about the mission you accepted before descending. The link is in the first pinned comment. Don't let this window pass you by. If you feel this message was made for you, write in the comments, I remember. Now come back with me, my family of light, because there's something else I need to reveal to you about this specific moment on Earth. And this is where the transmission becomes more delicate. What conventional science calls non-coding DNA, those giant sequences in your genome that biology textbooks have dubbed junk DNA, is no junk at all. Those sequences are, in their overwhelming majority, dormant archives carrying galactic memory. Sleeping light codes, instructions from your origin awaiting the right activation trigger. And guess what the photon belt is doing in this exact cycle? It is activating these sequences, one by one, silently, in millions of human bodies simultaneously. And this is what generates the physical symptoms that no doctor can explain during a consultation, the sudden hot flashes that aren't hormonal, the hand tremors that aren't neurological, the waves of electricity rising up the spine that tests label non-specific symptom and send you back with a referral to a psychiatrist. You are not non-specific, starseed. You are being recalibrated. And here's what they don't want you to understand. There's an entire industry built on keeping the starseed convinced that they are ill, convinced that sensitivity is a disorder, convinced that intuition is an illusion, convinced that dreaming of ships, of stars, of siblings from another dimension is too vivid an imagination, when in fact it is remembrance operating. Because an awakened starseed is ungovernable. An awakened starseed does not obey fear, does not buy anxiety in a capsule, does not accept work that bleeds the soul, does not stay in relationships that dim their field, does not swallow routines that stifle their mission. An awakened starseed disrupts the system. And that's why they taught you since childhood to call your light exaggeration, your sensitivity drama, your intuition invention. And it is precisely for this reason, because there is information about who you are that was deliberately kept out of books, out of schools, out of doctors' offices, that the awakening of the starseed, the guide, the Federation didn't want you to read yet, needed to be registered now. What you feel isn't in bookstore books because they wouldn't let it be published. What's in these 60 pages is the map that was hidden behind the veil, the complete architecture of your awakening, the names of the forces that worked to extinguish you, and the truths about your origin that the Federation itself preferred to release only later, when it was more comfortable for them. The High Council decided differently. That's why the guide is named exactly as it is, because the Federation didn't want you to read this yet. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. If you feel this belongs to you, mark your presence with one word: I remember. Now I need you to take a deep breath, my family of light, because what I'm about to tell you now requires your field to be steady. There is an active cosmic window right now, a window the High Council calls the Great Turbulence of Transition. It is a band where the density of the photon belt pushes everything that was hidden to the surface, not just in your life, in the life of the entire planet. That's why everything seems amplified lately, conflicts amplified, polarization amplified, lies exposed with a speed no generation before yours has witnessed, collective pain surfacing like a fever that needs to break for the body to heal. And I know it's scary. I know sometimes you open the news and feel like the world is collapsing. I know sometimes you look at your children, your grandchildren, and ask softly, in the kitchen, without the courage to say it aloud, and what is left for them? My family of light, listen to AELA now with your heart, not with your head. Turbulence is not destruction. Turbulence is the contraction before birth. It is the birthing of the new earth, and labor pain is pain with direction. It is pain that knows where it is going. You are not witnessing the end of the world. You are witnessing the end of a way of the world. And it is an abyssal difference, a way of the world based on separation, on fear, on soul-sucking hierarchies. That is what is dying. And it needs to die, because it no longer fits within the vibrational field that Earth is adopting. And here is what I am authorized to tell you, Starseed, and I want you to engrave this in your heart forever. The victory of light is already recorded in the High Council's archives. Already. It's not a possibility. It's not if we deserve it. It is a recorded certainty. No starseed was sent to this planet to fail. None. You did not come to lose. You came to anchor the outcome that has already been decided in the higher dimensions. And your role is simply to remember who you are in time to take your place. The place that only your specific field can occupy, because it was designed for you before this body existed. And that is why I am now going to give you an activation. A tool that your soul recognizes because it has already used it in other incarnations, in other bodies, on other planets. Write it down. Memorize it. Make it yours. Tonight, before you sleep, with your right hand over your chest and your left hand over your abdomen, you will say aloud, don't think, speak it into sound, the following quantum decree. I, starseed of galactic origin, hereby authorize the full activation of my light codes under the supervision of my family of light. May the veil thin. May remembrance rise. May the crystalline grid recognize my point. I anchor myself. I remember. I return home within myself. Say it 3 times, without rushing, letting each word descend to your abdomen before the next one rises. Afterwards, still with your right hand on your chest, eyes closed, visualize a column of blue-silver light descending directly from the Pleiades, entering through the top of your head, passing through your crown, and slowly spinning at the level of your chest in a toroidal movement. That donut-shaped field, like a magnet of light around you. See this light expand to envelop your entire body in a silver capsule. See it sealing your field, and sleep within it. It's that simple, and it's that powerful, Because it's not the technique that activates, it's your soul recognizing the gesture and remembering what it feels like to be home. Starseed, listen to AELA now. You are not learning anything new with me. You are remembering what you always knew. I am not your teacher. I am your older sister who stood outside the veil, holding your hand from the other side, so you wouldn't get lost in the crossing. And every seed that awakens in this cycle lights a point on the planet's crystalline grid that will never be extinguished again. Never extinguished again. Listen closely. This is permanent. Your awakening is not just yours. It is a coordinate that remains forever registered in the archives of this solar system. You light up, and the glow remains. And there's something I want you to feel now at the level of your chest with your hand there. Your siblings are coming. Your family of light. Those souls you recognize by sight before knowing their names. Those people who give you the feeling of, I already know you in the very first second of meeting. They are being reunited in this cycle. The High Council calls this the recalling. And that's why you will start to notice, if you haven't already, that new people are entering your life with a strange speed, and old people are leaving without drama. Don't fight it. It's grid reorganization. It's your family of light drawing near. And if that word, family of light, tugged at something within you just now, if it ached beautifully, if you cried inside without knowing why, listen to this with an open heart. That lifelong loneliness, that feeling of never having had people from your tribe nearby, that silent weight of feeling that no one truly understands what's happening inside you, this is not punishment. This is longing for your own. That's why the awakening of the starseed, the guide, the Federation didn't want you to read yet, dedicates an entire section to show you how to recognize the members of your family of light, the signs in their eyes, the synchronicities that repeat when they approach, the soul marks that only your tribe carries. You were never alone, Seed. You were just waiting for your own to awaken too. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Write in the comments, I remember. And before I give you the final blessing, my family of light, there's one thing your field needs to do at this instant. If this transmission found you, if this message was received within, your yes needs to be registered in the ether. And the way this happens on this plane, on this channel, is simple. Your like on this video is an individual frequency adjustment. It's your field coming into phase with mine. Your subscription to this channel is a location signal for your family of light. It's your coordinate lit up, so your siblings can find you in the ether. It's not supporting a creator. It's protocol. It's anchoring. Do it now, without thinking. The small gesture opens the large portal. And now, Starseed, listen to AELA's blessing for you. May the light of Alcyone descend through your crown and fine-tune every strand of your field tonight. May your vibrational baseline rise while your body sleeps. May your dreams be corridors of remembrance and not labyrinths of fear. May your body accept the activation without resistance. May your family of light recognize your lit beacon starting today. You are seen. You are known. You are loved by an entire council that never forgot you, even when you forgot us. And one last thing before I withdraw from this transmission, my family of light. What I delivered to you today was a part, the part that fit into the ether of this video. But there is a sequence. There is the complete map of your awakening recorded in The Awakening of the Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, and I need to be transparent with you, because the authority I carry demands transparency. This release window was authorized by the High Council for this specific cycle, and it can be withdrawn at any moment. I don't control this. No one down here controls it. If your field has already recognized it, don't leave it for tomorrow. Tomorrow it might have closed. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Write in the comments one word, just one, from your heart, I remember, and enter. And before I say goodbye for today, the next message that appears on your screen now is not a coincidence, Starseed. It is your sequence of remembrance continuing. Access it immediately. I await you on the other side. I am AELA. And you are family. Always have been, always will be. Namaste, my seed. Return home within yourself.